Hey guys, Nuan here with Movie Snicker Reviews, and today we are going to have a spoiler discussion on Captain Marvel. So we are back at Geek HQ, and today I have a very special guest. He posts more memes than anyone else on the internet, right? And he's also a music producer. His song Better Days is currently in the top 10 on the local charts. Mr. Ashan Cabral, thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So let's talk about Captain Marvel.
Yay.
So first of all, before we get into the spoilers, just let me know, what did you think about the movie, briefly?
It was below average.
Below average?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was, it didn't deliver. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was all right. But I think we both agreed nothing really important happened.
Yeah.
Nothing important going into Endgame.
Yeah, no excitement.
Or is there? But we'll talk about the spoilers. Okay. So first thing I want to talk about is Marvel. So Wendy Lawson is in this movie. She's the old lady that you see in the trailers. So she was a Kree agent, and then she saw the war where the Kree was committing genocide, and she didn't like that. So she went rogue and started helping the Skrulls. So Wendy Lawson is the inspiration for Carol Danvers. So what did you think about this relationship?
Well, I think they didn't establish that relationship well. I mean, there was nothing to get, what do you call it? There was no emotion.
There was no emotion.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt the same thing. It was a little weak because
it was
they
bland.
barely spent time together, right?
Yeah, and all of a sudden they just cram it up and
Yeah, and it's such an important part for Captain Marvel because Wendy Lawson is supposed to be the inspiration.
Yeah,
and
they didn't establish that backstory well. So yeah.
Yeah, even I felt it was a bit weak. And they talk about how she's important, but we never saw it.
Yeah.
Right? And it's supposed to be a sort of like a passing of the torch from Marvel to Miss Marvel, but I feel like they didn't deliver. So is this part of the character arc? You read the comics, so is this part of the character arc, is it faithful to the comics?
Well, I can't really comment on it because I'm not a huge Captain Marvel fan because they kind of ruined her in Civil War 2.
Okay.
So, but yeah, normal backstory, they retconned it now.
They retconned it, okay.
Now, even though in the context of the movie, it was, it's not that good. It was bland. There was no excitement. I mean, you didn't get invested in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And when some of the bigger moments happen later on, you don't really feel that emotion, right? So in the comics, it wasn't Wendy Lawson, right? It's a guy actually. Marvel is a guy. I actually thought Jude Law was the character, was going to be that person. It is later revealed that the Kree are the bad guys. So the Kree Supreme Intelligence. So I liked how it was keeping control of Carol, and then later on, like when she goes and she connects to the network, it's sort of like jacking into the Matrix, which I thought was really cool. And how the intelligence used her memories, and it played the Nirvana song, which I really liked. But I felt like there was not enough of that. They could have used it more. What did you think about that?
What do you think about the twist?
That the Skrulls are the good guys. I expected this to be Secret Invasion. So I was expecting the Skrulls to be the bad guys.
When you think about it, in the context of the movie, the Skrulls being the good guys was actually well done.
It worked. I thought it worked.
But when you explore within the context of the entire MCU and the comics, it doesn't, because we won't get Secret Invasion unless you have the Skrulls separated into like Decepticons and Autobots, like two factions.
But that could be possible because Talos did say that there are other groups around, scattered across the galaxy. So there could be a more dangerous group of Skrulls.
Yeah, but now we also have the good Skrulls. Then we know in the final battle they will come to
Yeah. What did you think about the Supreme Intelligence? Do you think they did that well? Because I felt like I didn't really understand the motivation behind, why was it killing the Skrulls?
Yeah, it was like one-dimensional.
Yeah, it was like, they're there, but why did you want to kill them? I felt like this had like a lot of potential for a sequel. So I hope in another movie they show more of the Supreme Intelligence, Carol going after them maybe, and Jude Law's character is still alive, so they could definitely do that. Let's talk about the Skrulls and Talos. So you thought the reveal that they're good, it's all right. It works for the movie.
It works for this.
It works for the movie.
As a standalone movie, it works, but when it connected with the entirety of Marvel and
the potential they have with the Skrulls, it's gone. Yeah. But I liked it in the movie because the biggest character moment for Carol came from learning that she was on the wrong side and she was helping the Kree to kill the Skrulls. So that was the most powerful moment when Talos is trying to convince her of the truth. So because of that, I thought I really liked it. But let's talk about Secret Invasion, because this movie is not Secret Invasion.
Definitely
and
not.
you and I both wanted to see that.
A lot of people.
A lot of people wanted to see it.
At least a lot of people wanted to lead to Secret Invasion.
Yeah, somehow end up there. But now it doesn't look like it's heading
Even
that way.
if it did do that, like in the near future, it's not gonna work because people already know and they're already disappointed.
I mean, we were all waiting. I was waiting to see who the hidden Skrull guy was. I thought, okay, is it gonna be Nick Fury? Is it gonna be Coulson? One of somebody inside S.H.I.E.L.D. It was Coulson at one point, but then they just it didn't matter. And I was a little disappointed that they didn't go there.
That's an understatement.
But they could have done something else, because at one point Nick Fury's boss is a Skrull. So I thought, okay, this is interesting. Is he going to be a Skrull at the end of the movie and nobody's going to know? Because if they did that, that will have a major impact going forward. But they didn't do that either. But I like Talos. Talk to me about Talos. What did you think about that?
I think easily the best character.
The best character in the movie.
Apart from the cat, of course. But he was well acted. And actually, it was interesting to see him. You know?
And I was surprised by Ben Mendelsohn.
Yeah, exactly.
I know he's a good actor, but I usually see him as the corporate guy. He's the evil douchebag. And here he's like the nice guy.
Opposite.
And I was like, oh, that's nice to see him like that. And he gave a good performance.
Yeah, exactly.
He was really nice. So you think we'll see him in the future, right?
Yeah, definitely. If the movie does well.
I think it'll do all right. I'm sure it'll do fine.
It'll do well. But all this other stuff that that was not good.
So you said that they can't do Secret Invasion now, but do you think they already set something up? Maybe because
if
there's
they didn't do a really good job at it.
Okay. So there is this one thing where Nick Fury says that he cannot eat diagonally cut toast. So there is a fan theory going on that in Age of Ultron, he cut a sandwich. It's not toast, it's a sandwich. He cut it diagonally and he ate it. So a lot of people are saying that it's a fan theory. Nothing is confirmed.
Is this from Reddit?
I'm not sure exactly. I saw an article.
It's definitely from,
could be.
Is it from comic.com?
I think so, but they post a lot of stuff. They post a lot of stuff.
Yeah, they actually steal other people's reviews.
Like half
from
of
Reddit.
that stuff doesn't actually end up happening.
There's so many fan theories out there. There's a fan theory why Ghost from Ant-Man didn't help with Bucky and Winter Soldier because she was already part of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I didn't even think of.
Yeah, exactly.
Some of these fan theories are really far out there.
They're really stretched out, and we don't need to.
But getting back to Talos, I really liked his chemistry with Nick Fury and Carol.
He was a well-balanced character. Yeah.
And I liked him not just as Talos, but as Nick Fury's boss. He was really funny, and I really liked that morgue scene where they're checking the dead Skrull and he's checking the private parts of that.
Well, if you compare the humor with other MCU movies, it was okay, but it felt flat most of the time.
It fell flat for you, okay. I thought for me, it worked
there
for the most part.
There were some scenes, but most of it just felt flat.
Okay. What did you think about Nick Fury as a younger, more immature Nick Fury?
It was okay.
I thought he was alright,
it wasn't the best.
Sometimes he went too far, maybe with the cat. I think he went too far with the cat.
I think that was more negative side on the story.
Okay. But I thought it was kind of fun to see this sort of buddy cop kind of a dynamic between Captain Marvel and Nick Fury.
What did you think about the chemistry between Brie Larson and Samuel Jackson?
I thought it was good.
Really?
I really liked it.
I
liked Brie Larson in the movie. I had problems with the character, but I liked her. I thought she was really likable and funny, especially when Samuel L. Jackson or Ben Mendelsohn was in the scene. I thought those scenes were really funny.
I don't know. In my opinion, they didn't have that much of a good chemistry.
Okay.
They felt separated, like somewhere like that.
Okay. I've heard a lot of people say that. I can see how somebody would think that. Let's talk about some other funny stuff. Goose the cat.
Yeah, okay.
You knew Goose was an alien.
I knew it. I read the comics.
And you totally spoiled it for me. I wish you didn't do that.
I thought
I did not know that, but I can understand if you thought I would have already known that. Okay. But Goose was an alien. But I didn't know exactly what it was.
Okay.
So when the tentacles came out of the cat, I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. So please explain, what is Goose exactly?
Well, to my knowledge, it's a Fluken. It's an alien, actually. The Skrulls fear them. I don't know why.
That was funny though when they tried to scare Talos with the cat. That was funny.
Another funny thing is we've been sending out cat videos into space all this time, and
Okay.
there's a reason why we are getting invaded.
Oh, okay. So I want to ask something. So does this mean that all cats are going to be like Goose? Is that what they're saying, or is it just that?
No, it's just
That would be interesting.
Yeah, it was. I think it was Marvel's pet.
Yeah, it was Marvelous.
yeah,
She brought it to Earth.
They have a pocket dimension inside their stomach.
Yeah,
that's why
I've heard of that. Yeah,
that's why they can keep the Tesseract.
So that's why when it eats people, that's where it goes. And the Tesseract, the Goose actually swallows the Tesseract at one point. So that was really funny. And then, so the Tesseract
That's why they won't, implode from the inside because they have do you know Franklin Ridges, right?
Yeah.
He can create pocket dimensions, right?
Okay.
So the cat has a pocket dimension inside it.
Okay, inside. That's where everything goes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's infinite.
Okay, that's really cool. That's interesting. So the cat Goose is responsible for Nick Fury's eye. So at one point, Nick Fury, Nick Fury, you saw it coming. Nick Fury is petting Goose, and Goose gets really annoyed and scratches his eye out. A lot of people are really annoyed by this. I know.
Okay, annoyed is not the word I would. They're more like pissed.
They're really pissed because they were expecting a big story.
When you watch Winter Soldier, it sounds very dark. It's a badass backstory.
It's like the last time I trusted somebody, I lost an eye, and then
you go back to Black Mouth. That was not badass, dude.
Okay, but I thought it was funny. It was funny.
But when you watch Winter Soldier, it's not.
If you were expecting it, if you were expecting a bigger story, but you know what? For me personally, I didn't need a 20-minute backstory of how he lost the eye.
Not everything has to have that. Exactly.
And I thought, even though that's how he lost his eye, he tells a story to Coulson. He says that he lost his eye while defending the Tesseract from the Kree. And Coulson believed it, and he doesn't doubt Fury for a second, and I thought that was really funny. Because Coulson completely trusts him. I thought that was really cute. I thought it was funny. Yeah, what do you think about that?
The Coulson scene on the cat.
The fact that Coulson trusts Nick Fury so much.
Yeah, I mean, if you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., that guy has grown as a character.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a, this dynamic, that dynamic.
Yeah.
So I think it was well done, but not a huge fan of that.
Okay, and then towards the end of the movie, we see that Nick Fury gets the idea to name the Avengers from something that Captain Marvel has. Carol Danvers is a fighter pilot, and on her fighter plane, it says Carol Avengers.
That does not rhyme at all.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for her, maybe.
It was just like
it's a
plot.
Yeah. I think
there.
I guess they were trying to say that she inspired Nick Fury to start the Avengers. I guess that's what. Well, it's the first time Nick Fury saw that there were aliens out there and there's something more out there, and he needed to prepare.
Gotta say that wasn't even done well.
It's a last minute kind of addition. Yeah.
Like he just believed it out of nowhere. He started trusting her. There were no doubts,
Okay, he trusted her very quickly.
Yeah.
But you can say that it's the first time he's running into aliens and all this stuff, and he's very surprised. And at first he actually betrays her at one point.
Yeah.
He does, and later on he finds out that he was wrong to do it.
Yeah, during the warehouse.
They go into the secret base, and he calls his boss, and he doesn't know that his boss is a Skrull, is actually Talos, and then he realizes his mistake, and then he decides to believe in her, I guess. Yeah. So okay, let's talk about some 90s pop culture references. There's a lot of stuff in this movie.
They crammed too much.
They crammed too much, right?
Yeah. And it wasn't done in a enjoyable way.
Was it?
Oh, here you go, it's the 90s now. They're giving the audience this is the 90s.
They really
want us to believe it. Yeah.
But I did like some of the music references. Like I liked the Nirvana song, and I liked the fact that Carol was wearing a Guns N' Roses t-shirt. So I'm a big fan of those bands. I thought that was really cool.
That was on your face, right? This is the 90s. I mean, she literally crashed into a Blockbuster video store. That's about 90s.
Well, Blockbuster is kind of like a favorite part of 90s nostalgia. I think a lot of people, have fond memories of that, so they just want to play off that, I think. I thought it was really funny when Carol steals the bike, because that reminded me of the Terminator.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool, because she's like, she steals the jacket and the clothes and the bike. So that was really funny. What did you think about the internet joke and the CD joke? Those were funny. I thought that was funny. Because they're waiting for this Windows 95 computer to load, and then Carol is
I
like,
started cracking up when I saw the dial-up connection.
oh yeah, and then it failed. And I was like, oh, that is like,
What's
I
it doing?
remember that.
Yeah, what's it doing? It's loading.
And did you get the Pulp Fiction reference?
Yeah.
Because Talos is drinking from this soda cup, and so it's like the opening scene from Pulp Fiction where not Nick Fury, Samuel L. Jackson's character is he's about to shoot those guys.
Pulp Fiction reference in Winter Soldier too.
Oh yeah, his gravestone, yeah.
Ezekiel's.
The monologue he gives before he kills people. One more thing before we wrap up. So listen closely, because this might be the part that might be important for Endgame, but I'm not sure yet. The origin of Captain Marvel's powers. In this movie, Marvel uses the Tesseract to build this light-speed engine to help the Skrulls escape. So at one point, this engine explodes, and Carol absorbs this energy, and she gets the power. So what do you think about this origin? And do you think it'll be important in Endgame?
Yeah, I kind of know the first act of Endgame.
No, okay, don't spoil anything.
Yeah, so I know.
Oh, this is a hard one for you to answer without spoiling.
Yeah, exactly. It is going to be a important.
It could
but don't you find it weird that she was an ordinary human? When exposed to the Tesseract, she didn't die. I mean, even Nick Fury had to use gloves in Avengers 1 to carry the Tesseract.
True. That is true. She didn't have anything special inside her.
Yeah,
It's not like Star-Lord, because Star-Lord was already, he had his father's side of the genes. So
but this is like total plot armor, man.
that could be an issue. Yeah. Unless they somehow explain it. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
they won't do it.
okay. So I mean, the filmmakers have said that she's gonna be the most powerful Avenger, but they have also said that she has an Achilles heel, that she will have a weakness. So I'm guessing maybe this connection.
Pretty sure her Achilles heel is going to be connected with the Space Stone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
It could be the reason.
Thanos could easily just use the Space Stone and then depower her. I don't know.
Maybe she could power him down. He could power her down, and then she won't have any powers. That's interesting. Yeah.
But she will still have super strength because of her Kree fusion.
All right. So she's already part Kree. Okay. That happened after. Oh, because Jude Law's character gave his blood to save her, and so she has that blood.
So that
might be the reason. But that happens after she got the blast.
Yeah.
But then she was dying.
Yeah.
And he saved her.
But they had to take her back to headquarters.
Yeah,
right?
and he did save her.
She would have died on the way, man.
So maybe that's answering the plot hole.
Yeah, but
maybe she was going to die because she's human.
It answers our plot hole the way we explain it, but in reality, that's probably not the case.
Maybe they didn't think about that. Filmmakers sometimes they don't think about it, and we sometimes connect stuff that they didn't even dream of.
That's bad for them, man.
But I mean, most people won't really care about those tiny details. It's geek like us who argue all day long. So let's wrap this up, Ashan. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything we missed?
Let's see. Cinematography.
Okay, let's talk about it. It was quite bland, I thought.
First 15 minutes, 20 minutes, okay.
On the Kree home planet, it looked cool.
Then it just...
And it's just like they don't have enough color. The visual style didn't have enough,
And the pacing. I thought it was the first act. Even at the end of the movie, because there was no excitement when she gets a binary form.
Okay.
There was the like when Thor came to Wakanda,
that was like badass. Like everyone cheered when that happened.
That was awesome, right?
Yeah,
and we didn't get
no big moment like that that had
even her moment should have been big.
Yeah,
and I
feel like if they had done her character development better, then that moment where she uses her full strength, that would have been much more effective.
And Ronan was just a fan service.
He was just there for like 2 minutes.
And he looked really bad.
He looked bad. And I was like, at least in Guardians of the Galaxy, he looked good.
Yeah.
He had makeup. Here, he didn't have makeup. It wasn't even CGI. I thought it was like they just messed with the saturation settings and they made him blue.
Alright, we go for that. Okay.
It didn't look good.
CGI in the third act was really bad.
But I think the CGI on Nick Fury was good. The de-aging looked really...
I think that they have mastered this all over the year.
Yeah, because they had done this before and now they have really mastered it.
CGI on Carol in the third act was somewhere around... Have you watched Rampage?
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, there was a scene where The Rock is taking a parachute and falling down. Okay. Yeah, it looked really bad, the CGI.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Okay.
And there was no... huge final battle. It was just
Yeah, the battles were
She
not.
was kinda
the
OP.
fight scenes were nothing special,
Yeah.
nothing memorable.
Two
It was
directors-
not bad. I mean, it didn't have shaky cam or fast editing or anything.
Okay,
but
shaky cam we can. Yeah, we don't need that.
that's bad.
Yeah.
This wasn't bad.
Yeah,
This was just
J-
okay.
Yeah, shaky cam is like Jason Bourne bad.
But this was not bad. It's just not memorable.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna talk about
Even
that
the,
action scene.
Even the score.
yeah,
Yeah,
It
that's
wasn't-
some member.
yeah.
And this was Pino Topak. That was Hans Zimmer's protege.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Okay,
Really
that's
did-
disappointing.
that's disappointing.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
random person. Yeah, okay. Hans Zimmer's protege, not so much.
Okay. So yeah, so that's that. The action, yeah.
Yeah,
not
the
bad.
pacing definitely. It felt like the first act. I mean, it just kept on going. No excitement, no
Yeah,
bumps.
yeah.
You know? It's like
Personally,
one straight line.
Personally, I thought I found it entertaining because of the characters, but there was really nothing special that
What did
you
you
needed
think
to.
about Brie Larson? Come out like
I thought she was alright. I thought she was likable, and she had good chemistry with the others, so I thought it was okay.
She had, I don't know, the way her delivery of dialogues felt a little
Okay.
bit, I don't know, like an authority figure.
Okay. I didn't feel it that much. I thought it was okay.
Kind of like she's demanding stuff. I don't know, that's,
Okay.
that's what I thought.
Okay. But I felt like her character could have been done better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
That I agree. Yeah. So I feel like this movie, I enjoyed it because of the characters, but I don't feel like this is important, absolutely important, going into Endgame.
This felt like a
Felt like filler.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
This felt like a phase 1 movie in phase 3. I mean, phase 1 it's okay, they're coming up, but after Infinity War, the standard is right there.
I mean, in phase 1, they were still
Coming
trying
up,
it out.
yeah.
They were doing stuff, and you're like, you can kind of forgive some of the issues they had. But now this late into
This
the game,
came after
this is like the 20th movie, and you're
it's
like,
after Infinity War.
and we expect more from that, right? Yeah. So let's wrap it up. So first, I wanna thank Geek HQ for hosting us here, and I wanna thank Ashan for joining me. It was nice to have you, and we should meet up and do another spoiler discussion for Endgame.
Yeah, definitely.
We got our tickets booked for opening weekend, so this is gonna be really fun. So thank you for joining me, man.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for watching. Before we sign off, let everyone know how they can follow you on social media.
Yeah, you already know where I am.
Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Please leave your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Movie Singer out.